All right. Sorry about that, boys. All right, there we go. All right, so we had 11 people the last 450 race. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's everyone. Gonna hurry up and get this going. Strong racers. All right, for those of you watching at home, this is 450 Moto 2. If you guys joined us during 450 Moto 1, we saw Kuno ended up winning that moto with Barry and coming in second, and Crypt Keeper coming in third. As you heard earlier in the first broadcast, Kuno, Barry, and Crypt Keeper are all within 4 points of the points lead. So this race really determines who's getting the red plate at the end of Unadilla. All right, 450 Moto 2. Here we are. The riders are picking their gates. As I said, we saw Kuno whooping ass during 450 Moto 1. He ended up gapping second place by 40 seconds. So let's see if he can do it again with these stronger D form. Revs up, gates down, and they're off. And it looks like MX Barry out front. The Crypt Keeper right there. Who's going to get it? Looks like Crypt Keeper got the whole shot as he goes far right there. Once again, I'm going to hurry up and get these camera fixed. Give me 1 second. So MX coming out of the first couple turns. We got MX Barry. Ooh, we got Jody D'Antoni leaving the squad. Wonder what happened there. So MX Berry up in first, Damo up in second, Kuno, your Moto 1 winner, sitting in third. These guys are going toe to toe. And Kuno and MX Berry battling it out. Kuno taking the lead. We might have to restart. All right, so Kuno in first. I'm waiting for a response from Jody D'Antoni. Hopefully everything is okay. MX Berry sitting in second place. Damo in third. Crypt Keeper in fourth. Wait. Oh, Damo going off the track there. Wait, where is Berry? All the way back in seventh. All right, sorry about that. All right, Kuno in first, MX Berry in second, Crypt Keeper in third, Damo in fourth, and Dangle ended up leaving as well. We got Handyman sitting in fifth. Oh, Berry making a move, moving up to... Actually, the Friday at 6 riders going side by side here. We got Handyman. And can't see the position real quick. Okay. Barry Barr's going outside, making the move for fifth. Let's see if he can dig deep and keep going. All right, so breaking news, Jody D'Antoni is out of the race. Unfortunately, so that sucks to see for him. Well, Kuno gets reset. MX Berry making the move for first place. Crypt Keeper hanging on to second. But Kuno's right there with Damo making a move on Kuno for third. So we're going to have a tight battle up here in the top 5. Crypt Keeper and MX Berry going by side over the finish line. We are 5 minutes into it. Crypt Keeper has a better drive. So he takes over first place here, which Crypt Keeper is your 450 points leader. So this is definitely what Crypt Keeper needs. He needs to hold on to that plate. And Damo moving up to second. MX Berry and Kuno battling it out. They're going side by side. MX Berry giving everyone a little love tap there. MX Berry goes down. So that allows Kuno to move up to third. MX Berry drops down to fourth. And Barry Bars up in the top 5. And Handyman D right behind all of them, sitting in 6th place. And we got Skirt up in 7th, which good for him. Last race, he ended up finishing in an 11th. So that's definitely a good points boost for him, and hopefully he can hang on to that 7th place. We got TC Wood in 8th. We got Pelfrey in 9th. And once here, we have Crypt Keeper up in first, Damo up in second. If you guys have been watching this league for a while, ever since Fox Raceway, Damo and Crypt Keeper have had a lot of good battles. Crypt Keeper holding on to first place, but Damo had enough stamina to take over first place and get a couple overall wins. But Kuno's right there, putting up a fight on Damo. Kuno going outside, Damo going inside. Crypt Keeper gets reset, which makes him fall behind. So now Kuno and Damo are going side by side. Kuno taking the inside line, so he takes over first place. Damo's right there in second place, going side by side with Crypt Keeper over the finish line. Crypt Keeper having a better drive, takes over second place. Man, we got a tight battle going on here in the top three positions for the 450 guys, but right behind the top three, we have another battle which we will look at in just a second. Crypt Keeper putting up a good fight with Kuno, which this is the fight that everyone wants to see. You got Crypt Keeper, who is our points leader, holding on to the red point, who has a 3-point gap over Kuno right now. And Damo's still sitting in third. We got Barry Barr sitting in fourth. And Handyman D sitting in fifth. And right behind all of them, MX Barry dropping back a little bit. He was up in first and then just wiped out a couple times, so he's back in sixth. Hopefully he can make a couple moves, and hopefully all these guys can stay together. If you guys watched earlier in the last live stream, if you guys watched the first 450 Moto, a lot of these guys were all spread out. Not a lot of moves or passes going on, so hopefully we get a different race this time. But the track deformation is a lot stronger, so we don't know how these bikes are going to react or how these riders are going to do on this tougher deform. Right now we are 8 minutes into Moto 2. We're going to take a look at the lap times. Kuno running a 151. Crypt Keeper running a 150. So he's about 1 second faster than Kuno right now. We got Damo running a 150 as well. But Barry running a 149, which is on pace with Kuno as we watch Kuno go off track there, which allows Crypt Keeper to close the gap. Who's going to take the inside line? Crypt Keeper takes the inside. Both of them taking the outside here. Kuno having a better drive through that turn. Still holding on to first place as Crypt Keeper is in second place. This is kind of reminding me of yesterday's race at Ironman between Chase Sexton and Jet Lawrence. Oh, Kuno goes off the track there. Speaking of Chase Sexton, tuck in front there. So Kuno's little mistake costed him 2 positions as he drops back to third. Damo moving up to second place. There's only a 1 second to 2 second gap between first place and third. Kuno making the pass on Damo for second. As it looks like he's having a very good drive, and he's going to keep battling Crypt Keeper. As they go side by side, Kuno taking the inside. Who has a better drive through the rollers up the hill? Looks like Crypt Keeper does. But Kuno taking the inside line, cut him off. And Damo goes down, which allows Barry Bars to close the gap onto third place. Sorry. But behind Barry Bars and Damo, you still got Handyman D and you still got MX Barry. I always say, and you always hear us say in these broadcasts, anything can happen. Keep your bike on 2 wheels, hit your marks. And if you can, keep these riders in front of you in your eyesight in case they go down, because you have to wait for that perfect opportunity to capitalize on it to make those moves that you need to do. So crossing the finish line 10 minutes into the Moto, we got Kuno in first, Crypt Keeper in second, Damo in third, Barry Bars in fourth. We got MX Barry still staying in there, staying in sixth place, keeping Handyman D in his view. We can watch this. Actually, Barry Bars makes the move on Damo for third. So Barry moves up to third, and he is hauling ass right now for second. Barry's over here thinking, hey guys, don't forget about me. I'm still in here. Barry Bars taking the inside line, trying to close that gap on Crypt Keeper. Kuno already has a 5-second lead over second place. As MX Berry go and Handyman go at it here. So MX Berry moves up to 5th. Handyman D drops down to 6th. But behind them, we got TC Wood in 7th, Skirt in 8th. So he dropped back just a couple positions. And Pelfrey back in 9th. Now, pardon me while I just look for another battle here. We're going to watch MX Berry. MX Berry is just lurking behind Handyman and Damo. And everyone taking this outside line through here. Which that turn is going to get absolutely blown out. I know I had a hard time through it during the 250 Moto 2. So I'm curious to see how these 450 guys are able to handle it. This track gets beat up. So these guys still keeping a good distance between one another. Berry was able to create a gap between him and Damo. But Kuno still holding on to about a 5-second gap between him and Crypt Keeper, which is the battle for the red plate at this point. And if you guys want to stay up to date on point standings and what's going on in the league, make sure you check out our Discord. I will go ahead and leave the link for our Discord for you guys to join our VIP fan zone, where you guys can see what goes on in the league and interact with your favorite riders every single day and every single week, and you get a little behind the scene glimpse of what goes on throughout the week. So Handyman still holding on to 5th. Damo closing the gap on Berry. So it looks like hopefully neither one of them are making mistakes here. I always say it, but Berry, go big or go home, which it's a double-edged sword, really. He goes big, and a lot of the time that big risk is worth it, but a lot of time it's not, and he gets reset and crashes, which costs him a lot of positions. But hopefully he plays it safe. These guys are down to 16 minutes. Berry still has a small gap on Crypt Keeper, who is currently in 2nd place. And Kuno expanding that gap to 8 seconds. And those of you watching at home, there is a link for Discord in the chat, or at least there should be. There you go. Go ahead, click that, join the VIP fan zone. We'd love to have you. So Berry still closing in the gap on Crypt Keeper. Damo still holding on to 4th. Handyman still in 5th. MX Berry still hanging on to 6th. Dropping back a little bit. So hopefully he can make an adjustment. TC Wood still in 7th. Skirt still in 8th. Pelfrey in 9th. The biggest thing I want to point out is that all these guys outside of 6th place, these guys are basically in no man's land. It's hard racing when you're in no man's land, really. But the biggest thing is keep your mentality going, keep it strong, stay focused, hit your marks, because like I said, anything can happen, and you need as many points as you can get this late in the season. Because not only are we earning points for the outdoor season, we are also earning points for the SMX playoffs, which will be starting next month. So it is right around the corner. So at this point, all these riders in both the 250 and the 450 class need to get as many points as they can get before the SMX playoffs start. Oh, it looks like we missed some action. Crypt Keeper must have went down, which allows Barry Bars to go up to second place. And Crypt Keeper drops down to third with Damo still in fourth. And Kuno still in fifth. Not sorry. Can't speak English, apparently. So Kuno still hanging on to first with about an 8 to 9 second gap between him and Barry Bars. Well, it looks like Damo's closing the gap on Crypt Keeper. We'll pay attention to this real quick. See who has a better drive. Crypt Keeper coming up short over the tabletop, which allows Damo to close the gap. They go side by side over this little wall jump. Up the rollers, up the hill. Crypt Keeper having a better drive through it. Who's going to have the inside line? Both of them are going for it. Man, it's side by side, back and forth between these guys. And both of them taking the safe line over the tabletop there. And Dama looks like it's going to hold off Crypt Keeper. So Crypt Keeper, your 450 points leader, dropping back to fourth, which I believe if he finishes this, he may lose his red plate. But don't get me wrong. Actually, I don't even know how to say it. But anyways, Crypt Keeper making the pass on Damo. So he moves back up to third. Damo dropping back to fourth. But Handyman is right there, closing the gap on Damo. He's taking the inside line here. Both of them taking the outside. He's going side by side. Handyman makes the pass on Damo. Damo dropping back to fifth. Handyman taking the outside line here as Damo takes the middle. We have not seen a lot of riders take that outside line there. Damo trying to cut inside. They are going side by side. Handyman with a little cross jump there. Both of them taking the inside line, going downhill. Who's going to have the better drive? And Handyman hitting that other line there, which slows him down a little bit. Both of these guys taking the outside line. And if you look in the top left-hand corner, we have about 11 minutes left as Handyman goes off track there. I said it during the 450 Moto 1. Limit your mistakes, especially after the 10-minute mark, because 10 minutes, you don't have enough time unless they go down in front of you, but you don't have a lot of time to make up lost time for you getting reset. As Handyman takes that big line, he gets stunned a little bit, but Damo cannot make the move. Handyman holds him off for fourth place still. We got real quick. We got Crypt Keeper up in third. Barry Barr still in second. Kuno going down again. He went from an 8-second gap down to a 4-second gap, but he is still able to hold on to first place. So hopefully he can hang on to that. Damo still in fourth. Handyman in fifth. Hopefully Damo can build up a little gap between him and Handyman and try and get that pressure off, because that just tests your mentality and be able to not to crack under pressure. MX Barry in no man's land, and on the same land here we got TC Wood in 7th, Skirt in 8th, Pelfrey back in 9th. So once again, Kuno, who got reset, had a 4-second gap between him and second, was able to build up that gap between him and Barry back up to 8 seconds. So Barry must have went down as we watch him smack a SpongeBob there. Crypt Keeper still in third. Damo and Handyman still going at it. Handyman, I keep saying I just keep Damo in your vision, man. Because if Damo goes down, this would be a perfect opportunity for Handyman to capitalize on it and move up to fourth place. As Handyman has a better drive, it looks like uphill, but goes off track a little bit right there. These guys still battling out. Handyman going, slipping outside a little bit right there, but still able to keep that gap pretty tight between him and Damo. We got Creek Keeper up in third. We got Barry Bars in second. We got Kuno still in first. So he's about a 10-second gap between him and second. If you guys watched the first 450 Moto, you saw Kuno gets reset again. But Kuno had a 44-second gap over second place. So it's definitely interesting to see a 44-second gap compared to only a 7-second gap here as he takes this massive line to the inside rut. And Barry following him. You got Crypt Keeper still in third. Handyman making a move on Damo. So something must have happened for Damo. So Handyman moves up to fourth. And Damo slips back to fifth. Which we have always said it, and even Damo has said it, he is not happy with a 5th or 6th place finish. He has won a couple motos before. He knows he has what it takes to win. So hopefully he can make those adjustments and get back on that top step again. We got MX Berry in 6th, TC Wood in 7th, Skirt in 8th. But Pelfrey is right there in 9th. This is going to be a battle for 9th. We're going to watch these guys a little bit. We are not giving these guys a lot of love. So we're going to give them a little bit of loving right now. Skirt going all over the track a little bit there, smacking the banner on the left. Pelfrey taking the inside line. Both of them take the inside line. Skirt kind of slides out. Pelfrey making the pass, moving up to 8th. Skirt comes up short over the tabletop. So Pelfrey moves up to 8th. Skirt drops back to 9th. Even though this race, Skirt is in 9th, but last race we had 11 riders. Unfortunately, 2 riders had to leave. So Skirt is up 2 positions compared to what he was during 450 Moto 1. Kuno holding on to a 6-second gap between him and Barry Bars. Crypt Keeper still in 3rd. Handyman still in 4th. Damo has a pretty big gap between him and Handyman. So once again, all these riders are getting spread out. And I don't think we're going to have a lapper or so. We've got 6 minutes left of this moto. The biggest thing is for Kuno, he needs to keep hitting his marks and keep his bike on 2 wheels. This track is absolutely blown out. All these riders are having a hard time. So he needs to keep the bike on 2 wheels and stay in first place if he wants that red plate again. That gap is up to 10 seconds over Barry Bars. And the gap between Barry Bars and Crypt Keeper is about 13 seconds. So, as I said, everyone is spread out quite a bit. We're going to watch Kuno here for a second just to see how smooth he is. If you guys watched the last broadcast, I brought up the fact that Kuno only has, after the first moto, Kuno only has 3 moto wins and only 1 overall. So this is definitely the motivation boost that he needs, especially since he is our defending motocross champion. We got Barry in second, about an 8-second gap between him and Kuno. So really, Kuno, as long as Kuno stays up, Kuno will be safe and hold on to first, but if he goes down, then he's going to have a very tight battle between him and Barry, which these guys do have a history. If you guys watched Hangtown, Barry and Kuno went at it for most of the race, and Barry ended up winning overall for that Hangtown race. Crypt Keeper, which is another overall winner for us, he ended up winning Ironman 2 weeks ago, which was our last race before our break. Handyman D riding really solid and holding on to fourth. Damo, another overall winner, holding on to fifth. MX Barry holding on to sixth. TC1 seventh. And in eighth we have Pelfrey and Skirt and ninth. We are hitting about 3 minutes left of this 450 Moto 2, which is our last race of the day. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And if you guys are watching live on the YouTube right now, I appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying. And we will be back next week for Bud's Creek, I believe. So if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. And I will also link Goddamn It Bobby's or That Boy Bobby's YouTube, because he is the original streamer for the 450 class, and I'll also link Skirt's YouTube channel as well for the 250 main motos. So the gap between Barry and Kuno is still 7 seconds, and 13-second gap between second and third place. Once again, everyone's just spread out. And not worried about lappers, as Skirt and Pelfrey are going at it here for ninth. And Pelfrey having a good drive over the little gap there, making a pass on Skirt for eighth. I'm sorry for saying a battle for ninth. You don't want to be a ninth, you want to be an eighth. So Pelfrey holding on to eighth. Skirt looks like he messed up there a little bit. Both of them take the inside line, but Pelfrey cannot hold that line, which allows Skirt to close the gap on them. Both of them taking this massive tabletop. Let's see who's going to have a better drive through the rollers on the hill. And Skirt going outside there. He has to watch that. Hopefully he doesn't do it again. See, he has good momentum going up the hill here. Looks like Skirt is going to do it, but he's going to wheelie on the top of the hill there, which is going to cost him a couple seconds, and which allows Pelfrey to open up a gap. But Skirt hitting that massive line over the tabletop there. So we're going to go back here. Barry hit, looks like a bail. So that gap is still at 10 seconds. Crypt Keeper 30 seconds back. And it looks like everyone's running solid lap times, honestly. But we are hitting 10 seconds left, so actually, Kuno is not going to cross the finish line in time. So when Kuno crosses the finish line, they are going to have 1 lap left to ride. And there it is. Time has expired. So Kuno coming on around the last turn, coming downhill. He is going to pass the finish line, and we got 1 lap left of racing. Anything can happen. Barry is only 10 seconds behind Kuno. If you remember, Barry was in first place in 450 Moto 2 at Ironman, and he crashed right in front of the finish line, which gave Crypt Keeper the overall win that day. So anything can happen, but Barry's smacking a couple SpongeBobs there, which is not helping his case here. Crypt Keeper way back in third still. Handyman still holding on to fourth. What happened to Damo? Damo dropping back to sixth. MX Barry making the move. So MX Barry moves up to fifth. We're gonna keep it we're gonna keep an eye on this battle here. MX Barry messes up. Damo going around the outside makes the move for fifth. This is the last lap. As I just said, anything can happen. Damo wants a top 5 finish. MX Barry wants to get another finish, or a solid finish, I should say. Well, what happened to Kuno? That 10-second gap dropped down to 3 seconds, but Barry gets reset there too. So that's going to allow Kuno to build that gap back up. As Barry goes downhill and works his way back uphill. Kuno only holding on to a 8-second gap now. But these guys have 3 more turns, and that'll be it for the 450 Moto 2 and the last race of the day. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch Kuno as he finishes. And Kuno's coming around the last turn, coming downhill. And there is Kuno, one of the little side knack there. Kuno's your overall winner on the day. And he took over the red plate, I believe, or unless he tied it. Barry Bart's coming in second. Crypt Keeper finishing in third. Handyman looks like he's going to finish fourth. Damo's right there. Damo's able to open up the gap between him and MX Barry. And officially, Handyman has finished in fourth. Damo finishing in fifth. And MX Barry getting reset there, but only 1 turn left. So he's finishing in sixth. TC Wood finishing in seventh. Pelfrey, Nate, and Skirt back in ninth. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to get the top 3 finishers in the booth for our interviews. So we got Crypt Keeper, Kuno, and Barry. Well, we'll see if Barry joins. All right, and there it is. All right. We are going to see if we get these guys in here. We didn't get... Oh, Kuno doesn't have the mic. Kuno's having mic problems. All right, so we will not be able to talk to our overall winner, Kuno. So he's having mic problems.
That dude was fast.
Yeah, he was. All right, so starting third place finisher, Crip, how you feeling after that? Crip, you there? Having mic problems? All right, let's just skip Crypt Keeper real quick. We'll go to Barry. Barry, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Kuno's looking pretty fast there.
Now, with you guys having a very tight battle for the points lead, that you guys, there's only a 5-point gap. Is there anything you feel like you have to work? Yeah, what's going to happen? Anything you feel like you got to work?
Point. What do we got? Butts Creek next week?
Butts Creek, yeah.
That's my #1 track. We'll see. How many points is he going to get? 50. I'll get 42. Crip 40.
Yes.
Damn. So I'm still behind Crip by 2 points. And next week's gonna be good though.
So you're definitely feeling comfortable for next week. I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yep. All right, Crip, you there?
You ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah. So that is going to be it for round 10 of the AMA SMX League. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure I'll link everyone's channels in YouTube. So next week you guys can tune in for Barry's favorite track next week at Bud's Creek. I mean, we still got a very close battle in the 250 class, but even closer of a battle in the 450 class. So it's still anyone's championship, and we got 2 rounds left. So I hope to see everyone there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week.
Later, boys.